Good day. God bless you. Welcome back, guys. My name is Zach, and this is episode 85 in the Healthy, Wealthy, Happy series. Apparently, I just had two episode 83s in a row, so I just corrected that error, and we're on episode 85. First Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13. Be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong. And a quote from the Tao Te Ching. A man with outward courage dares to die, but a man with inner courage dares to live. And I am striving to have the inner courage, the inner voice, the inner man, and be driven by him. The Bible says that the conflict between the spirit and the flesh. Be driven by that inner man, that spirit man inside of you, spirit woman inside of you, and dare to live. I've said it many, many, many times that I'm not afraid to die. Or, when I was in the military, I was trained to perform my duties, and I wasn't, jumping out of airplanes and whatever. Not afraid to die. That's outward courage. Let's have that inner courage, which it's dare to love yourself. Is that self love, that self care. So let's roll from there, guys. I'm on day 4 of I left my TV on, and that can prove to you what I usually watch. Like that's like a YouTube video of I can't remember the guy's name, but awesome inspirational type dude. What's his name? Lewis something. He just came out with a book. He's this awesome video. I didn't want to turn it off because I want to finish watching it later. So I'm on day 4 of my 96-hour feeding window again, and it was supposed to be a day off work, but I worked. And if you're following along, I seem to have, I eat better on my work days. It seems like it's very easy for me because since I'm normally fasting on my work days, to eat healthy and better and low carb on my work days seems extremely easy because I can go without eating. It's kind of, my body's already trained and normal to just not eat when you're at work. Even after work all day and for 4 days. I did it many, many, many times over and over. And then I cheated a few times, or I ate a couple meals here and there a few times too. So anyway, just talking about what I had to eat today then, because I'm still tracking along with my chips. Even if I'm at work, I just come home and then I just go through it real fast. I sit down at my desk and I'm like, okay, I had made some chicken wings, maybe like 10 of them. And I brought some hot sauce and ranch dressing to eat those on my first break. But I wasn't that hungry, so I heated up 3 of them. And then one of my coworkers, she was looking around for some food, and she's the daughter of my good friend at work. And I kind of felt like to be nice and share some wings with her. So she had half of the wings, and then I had 5 wings as well. And so just with some Louisiana hot sauce and a little bit of ranch, like probably not even 1 serving of ranch on all 5, because it was just like I mixed a little hot sauce and ranch. So I was calculating that out to be about 4 carbs, 5 wings and like 2 tablespoons of ranch and some hot sauce. And so then like 4 hours later, right about 4 hours later, I had, was it 3 chicken legs? I had a bunch of chicken in the fridge, and I cooked it yesterday, so it was ready to go for work today. It was 3 chicken legs. I didn't like shred them to the bone when I ate them because I had them mixed in a bowl with some chicken broth and some just some mixed like a bag of mixed vegetables with like onions, peppers, broccoli, stuff like that. So it was kind of hard to determine because I didn't pick I didn't eat the skin off the legs. I just ate the meat and most of the vegetables. I didn't even eat it all, but I just counted it to be 5 carbs. It might have been less. It might have been more. I'm not even really sure. But sometimes, it's meat. It was very little veg. I ate almost all meat today, chicken wings and then chicken legs. And then I got home and I still had, if you watch the pizza video from, yesterday, I had stopped and got the stuff to make that video so I could show how to make the pizza. I still had all that stuff left over. So I made one of those, the low carb tortilla. I put onions, green peppers, mushrooms, and cheese. I didn't put any meat on it this time. So it was really low calorie. But really the carbs is what we're counting on Atkins. So it was like 4 carbs for the tortilla, and then the sauce was like negligible. The veggies negligible. The cheese was like a quarter cup, has one carb, and I only used about a quarter cup, even if I count it as let's just say that was 5 carbs. Now let's say 6 carbs. It might have been 1 or 2 less or more. And then after that, I had a decent salad. My normal salad I do with the lettuce, onions, peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, onions. This time I had the pure homemade dressing, so the no carbs. So I was counting that like 2 or 3 carbs. So that put me up to 17 carbs for the day. And so as I'm making the video right now at 7:34 p.m., I still have a few carbs left, even if I put one away, and just in case, and I could say I still have 2 carbs left. So I can see I'm looking at what I had left over. I pretty much have my fridge and cupboards cleaned out of food at all times now. All my like emergency prep food is hidden away underneath furniture and stuff, like several hundreds of canned goods that I don't normally consume. So not saying I don't have any food here, but I don't have anything to just grab and eat. So like I just plan it out. But see, I hadn't really planned to buy the ingredients to make the pizza. I was buying them to make the video, not thinking, well, it's day 3 of eating when I made them. And it's going to be too much. So I'm going to have to throw some food away, but I have a couple carbs left. So I have like a dozen eggs left. So I might go eat a few eggs just to get some more protein and healthy fat. And I might even go over a couple because I kind of have there's a lot of, as I'm looking at my counter right now, I have all my salad stuff and the eggs and the tortillas. Well, I'm probably just gonna have to throw the tortillas away and most of the rest of the veggies because I had a nice salad already, and the ingredients are dwindling down. But the price of eggs nowadays, I'm not super excited to throw away a dozen eggs. I can't remember. It's an 18 pack. I think I was just not paying attention to what day it was when I bought those because I didn't have my normal 4 off. I had 1 off, then I worked a day, and then I had 1 off, then I worked. It was just weird. Yeah, for my 4 off, I had 1 off, then I worked, 1 off, then I worked, and now my normal shift starts tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's my normal 4-day work week. So that'll be fasting, and then we'll weigh in Sunday night again. I can tell you, I was just about to go live, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to jump on the scale quick just to kind of have it in the back of my mind, and maybe I'll talk about it, maybe I won't. But I am, when you eat, you're obviously more than you were when you fasted for 4 days. And I had really dived down there to 239. And I'll tell you right now, I'm considerably over 239, having just ate for 4 days. But also I just ate and then weighed myself. So we'll see where I get at the end of my next 4-day fast, which shows my 11th 4-day fast out of 13. So 3 more fasts to go, and then April 1st will be here, and then I'll be just straight Atkins phase 1. It took me quite a couple months here to come to the conclusion. I was considering several different diets and routines and patterns, and just because of the massively increased vegetables in my diet, that I just kind of, for one, dating a vegetarian and then doing the 400 calorie meals, because the vegetables have such lower calories, you can eat such a higher volume and still stay way under your calories as opposed to meat, which I believe is good for you. It just has a lot more calories. So that it's kind of leading me to want to do the Atkins phase 1 because it's pretty easy, where the carbs just come from the salads then, and then you're just eating meat and eggs and cheese. So all things I enjoy. So a steak, some chicken wings, a little bit of cheese, and decent salads with my homemade dressing that has no carbs. So it's just awesome. And I'll just re-mention the salad dressing, which is the equal parts of olive oil, like extra virgin olive oil, and apple cider vinegar. I prefer Bragg's apple cider vinegar with the mother. Maybe a little less vinegar than oil, but you can try it even up and then mix that together with a couple tablespoons of mustard. I use spicy brown mustard. You could use the regular yellow mustard, Dijon mustard, whatever you want, but don't use like, you know, like mustards with sugar added, like honey mustard or something. Like just look at it, make sure it's a zero carb mustard, and then you'll be able to just have as much of it as you want on your salad, and it'll still be zero carbohydrates. So, um, my next template line here is kind of my actions and my results, and what I'm really noticing lately. So I got off work at 3 o'clock today because it was not my day to work, so I was able to get off early, and I just went straight to the gym. Which, by the way, I was going to take the day off of the gym, and a guy at work, another highly motivated individual, really much younger than me, maybe like 24 years younger than me, but great shape, African American young guy, totally ripped. I'm very impressed by him. He's a very motivational dude. He just said something at the end of the day. He was walking out of the locker room and he just looked back at me and he said, like, "Go get it, man. Go get it. Leave all them, chasing this and that, or get set first, get yourself right, get to, and it just got me all motivated and so I wanted to bring it up on the stream tonight and just say, hey, one little positive word of encouragement, not only make them feel better and make yourself, it kind of motivates yourself to know that you did the right thing. And, the guy just saying something to me that just got my mind right. And I got off work and I just bolted straight to the gym and got a great workout. I put my 100 pounds on my crunch machine again. And um, I was coming up close to 100 reps and a woman came up and started talking to me for like several minutes, and I just kept doing the crunches while she was talking. And I knew I blew by 100, and I wanted to blow by 110 because that's how I did 110 yesterday on it. And I just kind of lost count. So then I just counted to another 15. So I think I got about 120. So that's going up. If you watched many episodes ago, maybe 20 or 30 episodes ago, I talked about being able to do like 1,000, 1,500 crunches. Um, when you work your way up to it, it's once you hit about the 3 or 4 or 500 mark, wherever your muscle mass is in there with your tone, then all of a sudden you can just keep going and you can just do crunches for an hour. It's just more of a time constraint than how many you're actually doing. So as far as my results and my actions right now, I'm just noticing that I can work out much, much harder physically than I could even a month ago, but definitely like 3 months ago. I would go hit the gym hard and then I'd be like, oh my God, why did I do that? I'm sore for 3 days and I can't make it. Where I just got a great workout at the gym yesterday. If you recall, if you watch yesterday's video, I did 10 minutes on the exercise bike, 10 minutes on the arm cranking thing, which I need to look that thing up still. Um, 20 minutes on the rowing machine and then 10 minutes on the elliptical plus the crunches. And then right back in there today, doing the crunches, doing the exercise bike just for a little bit, warmed up. And then I just pumped a bunch of iron. I did like back and buys, like lat pull downs and curls. I supersetted that for about 4 sets with, significant weight to where like doing 8 or 10 reps was about to failure. And then I did some bench press. It's kind of an odd workout, but I just do what I want. It's kind of back and biceps, bend. And then at the end, I did like three or four sets of just bench pressing with like 130 pounds or something, just lightweight, but just hitting some reps and felt great, like I'm not sore from yesterday's workout. Oh, and then at the end, I forgot I did this. I was like, you know what? My ankle's feeling a lot better. I left the wrap on last night. I used some Absorbine Junior. I don't know if you know what that is. It's a real liquidy muscle rub. I mean, it's as liquidy as water, and it comes in a little dabber, and you kind of just rub it on like that, And I rubbed it all over my ankle, and I put the Ace bandage on it, and I left it on overnight. And my ankle was still a little sore when I woke up, took the bandage off, went to work. And by the time I got to the gym, and started working out, I just walking around, I realized, hey, my ankle feels pretty good. And I went over and I jogged a mile. At the last thing I did at the gym, I went and jogged a mile on the treadmill at a slow, like 11-minute mile or whatever. But it felt good. I felt like I could go farther, but I was like, take it easy on the ankle, make sure it's feeling good before you start increasing the miles again. So I'm very happy about that. Um, Hobbies is, or I mean habits. So we're still talking about habits and I'm really feeling that all of my habits, as far as like the cold showers and the deep breathing and the yoga and the stretching and the working out and the eating right and the whole life and the listening to audible books and listening to meditations as I go to bed and reading the Bible and studying. And I'm just really feeling the just the personal peace. For example, I was walking around work today. I didn't really notice it, but two people stopped me and they're like, "What are you smiling so much?" I was just like walking around with this huge smile on my face today. Just like, I'm feeling this light inside of me, this joy, this peace, this happiness. And I think a lot of it is I'm so past the past, whether it's negative things with family, friends, relationships with women, relationships with my children, my ex-wife, my ex-girlfriends, my ex-friends, and embracing the good in life, the love and the joy and the peace of Jesus Christ, and understanding that his plan for you is so much greater than you could possibly know. And that life is, I've been watching a lot of videos of like just really poor neighborhoods and people that don't have it anywhere near as good as we do. And they're laughing and enjoying, every little bit of joy that they can, wring out of life and with so little. And they're so much more appreciative with nothing than Americans are with everything. And it's really brought a comfort into my spirit and in my emotions. And I'm feeling my emotional strength building up in me. And I've always been pretty emotionally, I don't know if I want to use the word weak, but like just, I cry easily. And, I'm like very sensitive towards, if I see like, if I saw a car accident with a little girl injured, I would be just instantly bawling, where, because, I feel like you should be, because them things, that's terrible. But, at the same time, I feel my emotions building up to where I won't be as easily targeted by, you know, um, predacious human beings, including women and men and whoever, friends or fake women or fake, coworkers or whoever they are. Um, their fakeness is not a part of my reality inside of my heart. And I feel like just letting all that kind of stuff go and feeling the peace and joy and happiness in your own life, not worrying about, um, I don't even know. I don't want to say what I'm not worried about because I'm not worried about it. If I say it, then I'm worried about it. So my next little habit here, or I mean, my next line is talking about my hobbies, which I like to just keep bringing up. Like, what are you doing in life? How do you get through every day? And some days they don't really apply. Like, I didn't really do any particular hobbies today. Like I didn't play guitar or build my Legos or play board games or play video games or anything like that. But they're kind of more of a time filler. But if you don't have the time to fill, then you don't need it. But I do believe, and I still have it from yesterday's notes, to just find some more healthy hobbies. Um, like I'm not really into golf, but that I can see, like, like say a weekend day in the summer, it's nice weather, and you're trying to eat low carb and you have your breakfast and you're tempted to eat more, and it's like go knock out 18 holes or 9 holes, whatever. I don't know how long they take. I want to say it takes quite some hours to golf 18 holes, and by the time you get back home, all them hours went by. And it was a healthy hobby. You're walking, and getting some fresh air and blue and green light therapy outside and all these great things. So next line here is goals. And I wanted to establish, where you just regularly, and as you're watching my videos, as I'm saying all these lines, think about them yourself. What are my actions? Are you working out harder? Are you going for a walk? Are you drinking your water? Um, and I haven't been mentioning it as much about like my volume of water and my black tea every morning and my cold showers and my hydrogen peroxide brushing my teeth and stretching, which I do all the time. Like even in the showers at work, it's embarrassing, but I don't even care. Like I bend over and touch my toes, of course, backed up to the wall. I mean, I'm not gonna gamble like that, guys. Come on. But just in my office, as I'm pacing around doing my little tests, I'll stop for just even 1 minute and do some forward fold and do a downward dog and do a little ab stretch. And So I'm just always doing those things. But talking about my goals, I was saying, hey, my goal was 218 pounds by April 1st. I will concede that I'm not going to get there, but I'm still very positive, very energetic. Guy at work today saw me from the side. I was doing a little work and I looked over and he was like, hey, and I looked and he's like, what are you down to 205? You're looking pretty trim there, and I'm nowhere near 205. I'm like 240. So it was just, he can see my body transforming and it was a positive, it was a compliment. So my goal here though, I have 155 jack tanned and juicy AF. um it seems so lofty, and 3 years ago, if I told you my goal was 155 pounds, I would have probably said it as a joke, but it's no joke because it's a long-term goal. I probably won't get that low this year, but I'm gonna get there, by the end of next year. It would be amazing if I could run my full marathon next year at 155 pounds, jack tan, and juicy AF. Um, so I just want to publicly state your goal. And for you, it could be to write it down and to just write it down and read it. And, your goal could be get to the gym more, or you drink more water, or eat less junk food. And as you write it down, read it, say it out loud to yourself, write it, maybe even write it 10 times. Just like when, like, there's a reason teachers back in the day in the 70s, they'd had us, if we did something wrong, we'd have to go write it on the chalkboard 50 times or something. It's an effective training for your subconscious to learn things. So my plan, as far as how to reach those goals, this particular goal, is to continue with my fasting for 3 more fasts, and then continue with Atkins. And then once I weigh in on April 1st, I'm gonna take my A1C. We're gonna write that down. That'll be part of the next series of videos. I think I thought of it today, guys. I'm gonna shave this off on April 1st so that my next series of videos, I even look different on all the videos. So then I'll have no goat teeth or whatever this is called. So my plan, especially after April 1st, is to just continue with Atkins phase 1, which is the 20 carbs a day, and the don't count the calories. But I might, because the serving sizes do matter, I can tell when I eat, for example, like a 12-ounce ribeye is included in my daily diet, and compared to when it's not. I definitely weigh more on the day that it is included. Like if I weigh myself the next day after the day that, I ate my salads and I ate my veggies and I ate my everything low carb and eggs, and then I had a big fat steak instead of maybe 5 chicken wings, which is few ounces of meat. Um, so continue with Atkins phase 1. And as far as how I'm feeling, like my feelings, my emotions, my spirit, my energy, like I said, I was just smiling. I was just walking around to go do my next little task at work with this huge smile on my face. And the first time one person brought it up right away this morning, I looked at him and he started smiling, and it made me where you would smile when you see somebody smiling at you. It made me realize I was already smiling this big, huge smile. And it was just like, I'm feeling optimistic. I'm feeling satisfied with my actions. You don't always have to be satisfied with your results, because they'll piss you off. Like getting on the scale every day. Like if it isn't going down every day, and you're doing the right thing, you're drinking your water, you're working out, you're eating right, then just don't weigh yourself every day. Weigh yourself at an increment that it's gonna go down. Like if you drink your water, hit the gym 3, 4, 5 days a week, whatever. Eat your low carbs with not too huge a volume. Like I said, you could technically eat, 200 ounces of ribeye steak, and that's zero carbs, So it's not just counting the carbs. I'm realizing, even though the Atkins book, the only address it has to the volume of food is it just says serving sizes, like eat 3 cups of the salad a day. So like my big salad is about 3 cups. And then it's like 2 cups it says 2 cups of salad and a cup of vegetables, which that's more like how my salad is, because it's just full of vegetables, onions, mushrooms, peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers. It's probably 50-50 in the volume. It's, just as the bowl is not even half full of lettuce. And then when I put all the other veggies in there, it's just chopped back. And I don't think I mentioned it, guys, but I have been putting in about a half ounce maybe of sunflower seeds in my salads, which you're not supposed to include nuts and seeds in Atkins phase 1 because they have a little more carbs. But I just want to be honest because I told you I'm gonna be honest and tell you everything I do. When I had a bad day, I told you I had the bad day and I ate 200 grams of carbs. And you know what? I'm already over it. I'm past it. I almost forgot about it. I did forget about it till just now. So I'm just feeling uplifted and enlightened and and maybe not as super high energy physically, but I am feeling super high energy spiritually and emotionally. Like the inner man is winning. Um, and I thought of it today, like, why am I going to the gym so much? So much? Like all of a sudden, I just have this go get it. I'm going to the gym way more than every other day now because I'm going several days in a row and then missing a day and then several days in a row. And it's because I've been going to the gym. It's like, what? You're going to the gym because you've been going to the gym? It's like, yes, I've been voting for myself with a positive behavior, and that causes you to continue to perform that positive behavior and eating low carb, and I'm eating better and better and better. I had a bad day, it didn't set me back. I got right back on board, and I even had a better day today. Like I ate no carbs almost all day at work. So so guys, that leads me down to what I'm reading, and I'm still on the 7 habits of highly effective people. Um, and I'm only a few chapters into it, so I'll probably I'm not starting to talk about it yet because I just don't have enough of the book in me yet. I'm gonna start making some notes real quick, and then all right, guys, where are we at? Oh, we almost got to a half hour. Kind of rolled through my notes quick today. Some days I have more jibber jabber in the back of my mind, and some days I'm just a little more to the point. But what do you think, guys? I don't know. I think I can see a little if I look back like 20, 30, 40 videos, and then I can look at my face. I think it's a little thinner. I think not really. Can't really notice much in the upper body difference yet, but it's coming, guys, because that saggy, like, oh my god, my belly is just like it's like pure liquid now. It's just ready to melt off. And we are in, I mean, guys, these results are happening in the winter, January, February. Now we're into March 8th, which, by the way, it's funny when I think of the date, I still remember that I've only had one beer. I was, can't really see it. Look at my floor. It's just filled with packing or hiking and camping gear. Just all kinds of tents and cooking and food and knives and kitchen supplies, first aid supplies, sleeping bags, tents, all kinds of packs and kits and water containers and water filters. And anyway, I don't see it right now. Oh, there it is. I found like a small bottle of whiskey, and I was like, "Oh, I should pour a shot of whiskey." And then when I go do live, I'll say, "Here's my second drink of the year." So, guys, see, I think about it. I consider it. When I was out to sushi yesterday, I considered getting a little drink with my dinner, and then I was like, "No, I don't really want." And then today, I even thought of it to do a shot on my stream and say, hey, you can have a little alcohol in your life. Just don't, you know, um, have a little alcohol in your life, not a little life in your alcohol. And so I just don't want my life to be reduced to that again. And I brought it up to somebody today. Oh, it was the person at the gym that was talking to me. I was bringing up the past, and I said, oh, I used to sit in the bars and drink a lot. And she's like an alcoholic? And I was like, yes, I was a severe alcoholic, like 30 drinks at a time. And then now I'm sure I won't drink 30 drinks if you add up all of this year and next year and maybe even the year after that. I was joking at the beginning of the year to keep my drink consumption under a 6-pack. And then I was like, nah, there's no way I'll do that. Let's I'll keep it under a 12-pack. Well, now it's if I continue at the pace I'm going right now, I'll be able to keep it under that 6-pack range for sure. But it's no big deal. I'm not gonna. That's not really a goal or anything. If I might go out and have 3 beers one of these days, and it's just no big deal. I'm just saying, when I've been through what I've been through, I have no. The Bible says a dog returning to his vomit, and that's kind of how I feel with alcohol. For me, that's how I was when I was a drinker, I just don't want to return to my own vomit, as the Bible states. Be smart enough at least to not do that like a dog would do. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Just hit a half hour right as I looked up. Um, jump on board with Jesus. He is the winner. He has defeated Satan. The battle is over. There's no coming war. It's all over. Signed, sealed, delivered. Jesus won. And if you're on his team, you're going into the eternity. We're going to live forever with him. And only Satan is named by name in the Bible who's being thrown in the lake of fire. Don't get your name added onto the list, Lamb. You get your name on the Lamb's book of life, where you can live forever. Just acknowledge Jesus Christ right now. Just say, hey, Jesus, I believe you were the Son of God. You were here as a man. You died. You were crucified for my sins. And I believe in the forgiveness of my sins. And I repent to you. I give it all up to God. And then just watch your life and then just start reading the Bible and maybe find a Christian friend and talk to people. Talk to me on here. I think I linked a Facebook page on my YouTube channel on a note. It's links. The Happy Healthy Wealthy Facebook page, and if you guys want to go on there and chat about, then we could have more discussions, because people don't seem to want to talk too much on the live chat, because, well, for one, it's only while I'm live. I don't usually go back and comment on past videos. I mean, I comment on every comment that comes in because no matter what video you comment on, the YouTube studio, sends you an alert that if you wanted to, that you got a comment. So I can comment back and forth like that. But be a little easier on the Facebook page because people are chatting on those kind of things all day. And then you guys can chat with each other. And anyway, you can have some deeper discussions on there. So jump on board with Jesus because he loves you. I love you. And I'll catch up with you guys again tomorrow evening.